All right, welcome to AdoramaXP. All right, welcome to AdoramaXP. Good, I can hear myself here, which means I'm probably gonna. Right, welcome to AdoramaXP. Good, I can hear myself here. Oh yeah, I'm probably gonna. Right, welcome to AdoramaXP. Good, I can hear myself here.
I can't find my character sheet.
Okay, so welcome to AdoramaXP, and that wasn't too bad of a start, I don't think. We are back at the Palace of the Silver Princess. Effectively, we are playing, let's see, I should have just me, there we go. We are playing this module, which is a module written for the basic form of Dungeons and Dragons. We're going to play actually in original D&D. So as we've been playing, effectively this orange version of the module was banned by TSR for various reasons. There's all kinds of legends about it you can read about online. But in any case, we're pretty far into it. The characters came in at only second level. They have now reached fourth level. Most of them anyways. We've lost a few PCs along the way, but at least one of them has met their goal. They were in search of a ruby sword. So we'll jump back in and we'll see where this takes us. All right, so let's see if this works. All right, we should be good. You guys can hear me all right? Yep, but I can't hear you for some reason, unless nobody talked and you just all nodded your heads.
Yeah, can you hear us?
Yeah, there we go. Every single right. That's exactly what you do on live streams. Is you don't make any sound. You just nod, and I'm like, oh, what did? Okay, so we are back in the Palace of Silver Princess. As I said, we have 3, but possibly 4 characters. One of which was I don't know what happened to her, but we'll see. Hopefully, Crystal will show up. Maybe she's hiding in the shadows. She is a halfling. When we last saw our adventurers. Let me see if I got this right, because it's been 2 months. You guys had entered into a chamber where there was, after all these holy symbols and stuff on the wall of these various gods, who, of course, we know no longer exist. And you were met with several people, and a combat broke out. But effectively, one of those people was wielding a sword made of ruby, which was the item that Rush's character was looking for. Exactly. There was a bear-on-bear fight, if I do remember right, and a near-death experience, which then completed with the party having slayed the, we'll call them bad guys, since you killed them, and now you're in this room with a whole bunch of treasure. You have, in fact, scooped up a bunch of treasure in this room, including the magic sword, the magic ruby sword. So, with that, you guys can correct anything I said wrong there and tell us a little bit about the characters as we go through. I'll start with Mike. See if you remember anything.
Yes, start with the person who has all the memory problems.
Set the tone, buddy.
Exactly.
Yes, I am playing Johannes, a heroic fighter. He is running around with his intelligent sword that he fought in a duel inside the castle here, named Joshua, and he was pretty sure that this charlatan priest deserved whatever was coming to him, and that the fortunes of war are sure to bless us in establishing whatever we have come to do, and find our righteous place in the world here. And that's Johannes.
Yes, Joshua the Flaming Sword. Almost forgot about Joshua. Oh, I won't do that again. Tell us about your character.
I play Valera. Valera is an elf who recently took a chance and used the potion on Carl, Rush's character, so that he didn't die. And yes, she's looking over the treasure that we acquired, including this very fine brandy that we seem to have acquired. She's thinking that might be a good thing to have. as they finish their travels up here in the palace. And she's still holding, of course, her displacer beast eggs very close to her, packed away in their nice little in their soil. So
That's right.
she's that's Valera.
Also a valuable prize. Right, you were in search of magic
Yes.
and knowledge here.
And I certainly found something really cool with these eggs. So.
All right. And Rush, tell us about Carl.
So I play Carl. And Carl is a warrior, former soldier. He's been on a quest to locate the magical ruby sword that was rumored by the warrioress Aliega, and he believed that she was an imposter not worthy of such a weapon. And now Carl has completed his task and now holds the ruby sword. Carl is a large and gruff man who wears a giant bear rug / cloak with a big talking bear head upon it that allows him to at will transform into a great and mighty bear. And in the last adventure, Carl turned himself into a bear and engaged in combat with another ursine creature. And while he slayed it, he was almost slain himself, were it not for the the help of his lovely elven companion. So Carl is hurt, but he is victorious.
Excellent. This might have been my first bear-on-bear combat. At the very least, the first bear-on-bear combat ever on Twitch.
Yes, sir.
So it looks like
You
Crystal's in
are
the waiting
welcome,
room.
sir.
Yes. All right. So there's we're letting Crystal in now. Everybody that's hanging out in the chat, welcome. If you have not, let's see if I can make this thing work. If you haven't participated before, I'm going to have you guys roll some dice and stuff for me to see what happens with our characters. And feel free to introduce yourself and stuff and ask questions, and I'll try to tell you all the secrets, but the players can't know about them. Hey, Crystal.
Hey, Daniel. Sorry I'm
You're
late.
here just in time for character introduction. Tell us about your character.
I play Franco Lynn. He is a halfling. He is into getting treasure, and yeah, that's why he's here. Whoever pays him will be the one who gets him. That's Franklin.
Yeah, long walks on the beach. Okay, yeah. So just to review, you guys you're basically in the northern kind of corner of the castle in this room that they had set up. There was there's various holy symbols all over the ground, which probably looked a little bit strange, as you were told many times by your previous party member, the cleric, that there is only one god, Hastor, the god of sheep herders. But this cleric who was in here before might have been just playing his cards to see what was out there with lots of different symbols and stuff. There is a small closet that has 15 bottles of very expensive looking brandy, a big old pile of silver and gold, and some fire agates, so gems, as well as a potion of ESP. It is clearly marked potion of ESP. Because why would somebody have a potion and not mark it? Like, you don't know what it is. I don't know, mark my potions. So yes. Germany, nice. We got somebody from Germany watching. So, the Germans like to kill characters, right? So they're gonna go after. You can definitely roll some dice for us. All right, so
Yes.
you're in this small room. There's a closet effectively to your east, which is where you found all the loot. To the south, there's a door which led into that room that was a big room it was like a temple, and there was an altar at one side, and there was like that metal grate you guys spent a whole lot of time climbing up, only to find there was a set of stairs that went up there if you just went the other way. And back out in the hallway, and across the larger hallway, was the huge room that you'd come from. So effectively, you can tell from your searching and stuff that this northern kind of quadrant of the second floor of the palace you've fully explored. There was a corridor heading south about 50, 60 feet down the main corridor that you hadn't explored yet. And of course, that's the way back as well. If you, where do you want to go?
Well, how does everybody feel after our encounter with all the bears?
I don't know. I think I'm hurt. I just don't know by how much. I don't recall.
Mostly your feelings. Yeah, we're playing OD&D with chainmail, so we're using the troop combat, if I'm not mistaken, which means that while you're either up or down, so there's no hit points or anything. So you.
Oh, that's right. You're right.
You actually
Okay.
were dropped and killed effectively, but the magical potion revived you before your last breath was spent. So you're not technically hurt, like in any kind of mechanical way, but you certainly are beat up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm beat up then.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't worry, buddy. You look excellent. You look so good. I think you should lead the way.
I looked down at my new ruby sword and I was like, yes. And he just thinks to himself, he's like, I don't even know what this thing does.
That's what you were looking for, right?
Yeah, of course. Yes. Yes.
Ah, so your quest has been fulfilled.
Well, yes. Yes, but I will see you all through. Obviously, I'm not just going to cut and run. I will see you through this. I will lead the way. Which way do you wish me to lead?
Well, I think we should drink to your victory and finding your object of your quest.
Well, far be it for me to turn down good drink, but now?
What better time than the present?
Okay, well, I reckon I can share a swallow.
A swallow? A swallow?
Or four.
Come on, man. This is something that you've lived your life for.
Okay,
Drink this whole thing.
give me the
I
damn
hand him the
skin.
brandy.
Yeah. Whoa, that's the good brandy. I thought we were sharing.
No, yeah. There's enough for all.
All right, so
You
I'll
wanna drink
take
some
a.
of the good brandy.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a nice big couple of good swallows of it, and
Fantastic.
I'm assuming it is actually like really good brandy.
Oh, it is so good.
Oh.
The brandy is absolutely delicious. It burns just the right way as it goes down your throat.
And so I'll
okay, well, the first ounce will cause the drinker to fall into a drunken stupor.
Oh,
the first ounce. That's like.
Yep, that's one shot. Yep. And you
That's
took
not.
two.
Is it even a shot?
Yep. Okay, so we can drink additional amounts before overdoing. Okay, so.
Damn it, Mike.
Yep, you drank an ounce and you are drunk.
Now I'm really ready to lead the way.
oh boy.
Yes.
Your bravery is high as you are quite drunk.
Indeed. I am 6 foot tall and bulletproof. I don't even know what bulletproof means, but I know that I'm it.
Exactly.
Arrowproof.
Yeah, you're quite drunk. How about the rest of you? Did everybody else drink? Did everybody drink? Because if anybody who drank is drunk.
No, Franklin would not have drunk. He would have put his thumb in front of the barrel and act like he was drinking. But he's too smart to actually drink while exploring.
Oh, I had a pull.
Yeah.
I was about to say, you started this. You better have a drink.
How about the elf?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think I get drunk, can they?
Oh,
Sure, they can. No.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah, I
think.
can, and I probably would if I was holding out the brandy to Carl.
Yeah, so anybody who drank is quite you're light on your feet, but not in a good way. As you're kind of standing here. So yeah, it's quite valuable, but obviously fragile. So if you're going to continue to explore, I think we discussed that last time. It's probably a good idea to leave it where it is and come back for it.
Yeah.
And when you step up, you kind of work your way, south and then back out of that temple room, and you're kind of standing in this long hallway running north to south. You know, if you follow it north about 50 feet, it ends essentially, and there's a room to the left, which, if you remember, there was that room that you guys slept in with the fountain. To the south, you would pass by the door that you originally came out of, and then the hallway turns to the east, and there is actually a portcullis there. It is closed.
If only we had a burly type animal that could raise such thing.
Oh, Carl, I think you can turn to a bear. I think. Remember.
Well, that would be amazing to see such a large animal capable of feats of strength.
What is it that you need me to do again?
There's
The portcullis, man.
Oh.
Open the portcullis.
This
Well,
big thing in front of us.
I don't. The problem is, if as a bear, I don't have hands, and I'm gonna walk over and try and lift the portcullis without being a bear.
Okay. How strong are
Yes,
you?
because claws and paws are so difficult.
Franklin's gonna keep an eye out behind them.
Strength of
Okay,
13.
smart. What's your strength? 13. You get down and squat and grab it. You can't budge it. You're not strong enough to lift by yourself.
Oh, damn it!
Well,
chat.
aren't you strong, Johannes? Aren't you strong?
Damn, I'm strong, yes. Here, let me put that bear skin on. I'll
No.
show you how to do it.
No, it's mine.
You
I
guys
can
work
do it.
together. Work together.
Let me wear the skin.
No. It's my bear. You can't have it.
I'll show you how to do it.
Grab the gate.
Having a little drunken conversation. In the chat, somebody in the chat rolled me a 6-sided dice. So what you're going to do is you go exclamation point 1, D, and then a 6. And that should roll me a D6. I'll roll the first one just to show you guys. And then in the future, we'll have you guys roll them. Boom. And nothing happened. Well, that's unfortunate. It's always good when the oh, there we go. 2d6 works. All right, so 1d6 for some reason does not work. Maybe it's exclamation point d6. It's been a month. There it is. Okay, exclamation point 6. Okay, so that's how you do it. So in the future, guys, I'm going to ask you to do it in the chat. Okay. Nope. Yeah, you guys are making a bit of a ruckus by the portcullis, but Franklin's on guard, ever vigilant, and you don't see anybody approaching. Sorry, go for it.
Put your back into it, man.
All right, fine. So
Come
I
on.
think we're both
Lift.
trying. We're both
Lift.
trying it together now.
No.
The two of you. Well, how strong are you, Mike? Oh, Johannes.
What?
What's your character's strength?
I'm 16.
Wow.
Oh, all right. And you're 13? All right, yeah.
I'm stronger than the average bear.
All right, so with a combined strength of 29, you guys get down, you lift it. It's tough, but you're able to lift it up. It doesn't, you notice as you're lifting it that it actually seems fairly well, like it's not rust, it's just heavy. So it might be that it's been used at some point, but in any case, you're able to lift it up. You lift the portcullis up, and it kind of it ratchets up, and when it gets about 3 foot up, you can feel it kind of lock in. The weight comes off of it. You could lift it higher, of course, if you want, but it seems like it stops at set intervals.
I
As soon as they have it
clumsily-
up enough, I'll scramble underneath it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You scramble underneath the door, and you look, and basically the portcullis was to the east. It immediately goes south right after that, so you go like 10 feet and look down.
Okay.
You've got is Franklin going to give you the lantern, or are you going to
Yeah,
go
Franklin will.
with,
Franklin will give Valerie the lantern.
Okay, yeah. You step around the corner with the lantern, and you can see the hallway goes down 20 feet. No, I'm sorry, 40 feet, and then ends in actually what is a very plain stone door.
Hmm.
Well, once it locks into place, I'm going to clumsily duck under it so I can get over there and see myself.
Yep. You look down 40 feet, you see there is a very plain stone door.
Yep.
Does it have a handle or some sort of opening mechanism?
Yeah, there's a handle on it.
Okay.
It pulls towards you, basically.
I
And
pull
look
my.
at. Sorry, go ahead.
I was like, I pull my. It's 40 feet away, so I pull my ruby sword. I was told to lead the way, so I start making my way down the hallway.
Nice.
I step
Yeah.
aside for you.
Yes.
Right, you are the magic user, so you probably shouldn't be in the front. Right, you're a magic user, right? So you
Yes.
you lead the way, Earl, to the door, which is a plain stone door with a handle. Pulls towards you. The hinges are inside, so the door pulls towards you. There's
We
no
don't
Open
openings.
it, man.
I don't see anything. Well, of course, in my drunken state, I imagine I don't see anything that would concern me.
No, just it's a simple door to go through.
Okay. So I look at Valera and I go, "Oh, you want me to open the door?"
I mean, what else do you do with doors? You open them and you close them. This one's already shut.
There's
So-
a lot of things you can do with doors, but usually it's easier to do it with wooden doors. With stone doors, not so much. And I just grab the handle and just pull it open.
Yeah, you grab the door and you pull it, and what you realize as you're opening the door is that it doesn't, unlike most doors, it doesn't go all the way to the ground. It's like maybe a foot up off the ground, and it's also kind of narrow. It probably wasn't so noticeable because you're a bit drunk, and also it was just the 47 goblins. Nice. Okay. Yeah, so you pull the door open, and you are looking down a corridor. You can see as you pull it open that it's on the back side, so the side that's opposite you. So when you pull it in, you see it. It looks like very elaborate stonework, and you don't see any handle. So this is a secret passageway that you're inside of right now.
Ooh.
Whoever in the chat said 47 goblins, I'm like, oh, one of your other players is in the chat. They know you.
No. I would have 47 goblins come, except the corridor's too skinny and they'll just get them one at a time. We need a large open space before the 47 goblins come.
Yeah, exactly.
So you open this door and you look down, and on your right you see a doorway, a wooden door. The corridor extends down 20 more feet, and to your left there's an archway, so basically a passageway going up to the left. And then the corridor itself continues well beyond your torchlight, probably over 100 feet. So door to the right, slightly further down, archway to the left, and then corridor continues.
Can I, excuse me, can I use my lantern the lantern that I took from Franklin? I'll get it back to you in a second, buddy. And just kind of peer down the archway?
Sure, yeah.
Through the archway?
You walk down the corridor 10 feet, past the door.
Yep.
Nothing comes out. And you peer down the corridor. Let's see, torchlight. It goes down further than the torchlight will go. But you do see that there is a statue roughly at the edge of the lantern light, rather, about 40 feet down on the southern wall. So it's an east-west corridor heading east, basically.
Okay.
40 feet down on the southern wall, there's a statue. Beyond that, it goes into darkness. Discrimination.
Well, where do you guys want to go? I say, walking back to the group. Once again, past the door.
I'm not sure that I'm in the best condition to be making decisions.
Of course
Franklin,
you shouldn't lead. I'll lead. Let us go.
the door, the archway, or what? Where are we going?
Through the door.
Okay,
The door.
Yes. Onward, Joshua.
I'll hand Franklin the lantern again.
You turn, you're like all like right next to the door. You just turn onward and you turn, and the door's right there. You're able to open up the door, no problem, and look down. You recognize this corridor. It seems that you've been here before. Okay. You recognize that, well, there's a door directly to your right on the northern wall, but then further down on the northern wall, you see a very recognizable door who Johannes has entered and exited several times, where the strange ghost was throwing stuff at you. So you've kind of gone around a circle.
This looks very familiar.
I don't think we like this place.
No. Let us return!
There's a statue through that archway.
Retreat! Retreat! That means go back. Go backwards. Go back the other way. Through the hall. Through the arch.
Through the arch. Got it.
Through the arch.
I missed. What did we see?
Forward. Nothing. There was nothing there to concern you.
It was that room with the ghosts that was throwing stuff at us?
Oh, gotcha. Right. Okay.
You know where Johannes had his accident.
No. I did not soil myself. I did not.
Check out episode 3 for that.
Yeah.
And somebody in the chat roll a d6. So exclamation point d6. Please. All right. Yeah, you guys going to head down the corridor. You move towards the statue. As you approach, you notice that it is a statue of a maiden. She has a flower crown, and she's holding flowers in her hand, and she's looking demurely. She's just kind of there in the corridor. Directly across from her, as you couldn't see it because because of the torch and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
As you get closer, there is a mirror, about 2 foot by 3 foot, and she is looking into the statue is looking into the mirror. Beyond, of course, as you approach the statue, your lantern carries further down the corridor, and you see that it travels about 40 feet past the statue, and then there's another archway that seems to open up into another passageway. Okay.
You said she's looking into a mirror?
Yeah, she's basically there with the flowers and everything, and then directly across from her, there's a mirror. The mirror is not full length; it's like she's human size, and the mirror is like maybe 2 to 3 foot tall, so it's up off the ground.
Check the statue. Make sure it doesn't open up any other secret passages.
Okay.
Okay, you want to search for a secret passage? Chat, roll me a d6.
Good thought, little one.
Franklin's gonna search around the flowers, see if they any of them spin or anything like that.
Okay, yeah. So you kind of go up to this, the hands of the statue and start manipulating the flowers to see if anything opens up.
That room was quite sobering.
Yes, it was.
Okay. Yeah, as you turn one of the flowers, the statue actually rotates out. You have to kind of take a step back so it doesn't run over your toes, and it swings out towards you, revealing a passageway to the south.
Oh.
Ha! Score!
Aha!
I think I deserve a little bonus for that.
I will throw him a half penny.
Franklin will greedily take it and stick it in his pocket.
You have a half penny now.
I look at the mirror just real quick.
You do?
The mirror is just reflecting the statue.
Well, not anymore because the statue has turned. But yes, so you look into the mirror?
Yes, I do.
Okay, perfect.
I peer up into the corner of it,
like to see if there's anything.
Well, to make sure that it's actually reflecting what it should be, and then it's not sort of weird.
So the angle of instance equals the angle of reflectance, is what you're saying.
Right.
And clever. So you get down, and you're trying to see the roof or whatever.
Yeah.
So as to not peer directly into the mirror.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, you see the roof.
Okay.
Through the mirror. Yep.
So it's showing then it's okay. So I'll stand up and look in the mirror. I just see myself.
You do see yourself in the mirror, yeah?
Okay. All right.
And a passageway that's now open.
Right.
Behind you.
Yeah. Just making sure it's not one of those weird magic mirrors I've heard about in my travels.
Not as far as you can tell.
I touch it.
What's that? You touch it?
Touch the glass, yeah.
The mirror glass? Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, you touch it, your finger sinks into it. And
Do it!
the mirror goes.
Hey guys, look at this! I just continue to touch it. Like poking it.
Oh.
When you pull your finger out, the tip of your finger is golden.
Oh!
A bewitched glass.
Give me something, give me something!
Use the sword. Not my
Actually-
sword.
Says Josh.
No, not Joshua. The ruby sword.
With a ruby? No, we don't want to. That would be silly. I take
Okay,
out.
use Franklin.
Franklin
He's
will
small.
take. Franklin will take some of his bolts and he'll try to stick the tip of one of his bolts in it.
Okay. You stick the bolt in, and it you pull it back out, and it is golden.
Oh my gosh!
All right, so I now have 5 gold tip bolts.
How big is this mirror?
About 2 foot by 3 foot.
Hmm. Do we think we should take it with us? Johannes? Carl?
I think that we should come back for this, just as we come back for the other treasure.
Okay.
You know, if you break a glass, it foretells many years of bad luck. And such a glass as this, I'm sure, is many, many more years of bad luck.
The drunk has a point.
Don't listen to the bear.
Franklin's gonna take his stone bag, and he's gonna try and just fish the part of it where his stones are into the mirror, and then pull it back out and see if it turns just the bag gold or if it turns the stones inside gold.
Oh, chat. Roll me a d6. High or low, Crystal?
Let's go high.
So exclamation point d6. Oh, I should put my little thing up so people can see how to do it. So animation. Ooh. And do I hit play? Well, that was sad. All my high-tech stuff is not working today. Okay, well, we're gonna go exclamation point d6. Boom, like that. Okay, would you say high or low?
I said high.
Hi. Okay. You pull it out, and only the bag is gold.
Oh, darn. Okay. All right. Oh, that'd have been cool to have some gold bullets.
Would have been interesting.
I look at my finger. I'm just like, this is very cool. We have to get. You promise we can come back for this, Johannes?
Yes.
So is it only your skin that's gold then? I guess it's only the bag turned gold. I guess it didn't turn your whole finger.
Let us pierce a finger and see.
I hold it up.
A knife. Someone give me a knife.
Franklin will hand you his dagger.
Excellent. Now hold very still, my lady.
Okay.
I remind you that I am skilled in the use of blades.
And also drunk.
You say, I'm still a little. Don't cut the tip of my finger off.
Just the tip.
Chat, roll me a d6. If we get a 1 here, we might have a little one shy finger from our elf. Okay. There's a delay or something. Oh, all right. No, okay. Well, fortunately for you, you do not lose your finger. When you pierce through the thin gold layer of the finger, it does bleed. Yep, it's just the surface.
Just surface. Okay. Well, that's good in a way. Gosh, can you
Yes.
imagine? We could layer things in gilt and sell them.
We could armor you. Let's just dip you in it.
I don't know if I'd be able to move very well.
Sure you can.
No,
I mean,
But we'll
Well, just-
definitely
you
come
could-
back for this.
You could stick, just a hand in and see how well your hand can move afterwards.
That we could break things at the joints.
No, I think we're good. But we know this is here, and we'll make sure to come get it.
Yes. Yes. We shall return.
Okay. Should we go through the secret passage or down through more of the archways
A secret passage.
that open behind the statue?
Oh,
One
yes.
that I found.
Right. By
Yes.
the way, when you look down there, that goes only about 20 feet down. It's a very plain corridor, and you see a plain stone door again, like the other one you saw with the handle.
Also, Johannes, can I have my dagger back?
Oh, yes. I should give this back to you. Of course.
Thank you, friend.
You're welcome, little one. Carl. Carl.
Yes.
Okay. Lead the way.
So Carl pulls his ruby sword and begins to lead the way.
Okay. Yeah, it's not very far. It's about 20 feet down, and it's again one of those plain stone doors. Clearly the back of a secret door, as we've seen before.
I'm gonna.
And without debate, open the door.
Franklin's gonna close the other door as we walk in.
Okay, yeah, you can do that.
Statue
The back
door.
of the statue actually, right, it looks just like this. It's like a plain door. All right, you close it behind you.
We want
Do you
to open this
the
other door.
Carl?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we got
Okay.
to talking about two different doors. I just was waiting.
Okay,
So yeah, when I get to the other door, I'll pull it open.
Perfect. Okay, yeah, you pull it open and you shine the lantern in. You're looking into a 30-foot square room. There are two doors on the southern wall. You're coming in from the north, obviously. They are, standard wooden doors. There is a fireplace that sits between the two doors. The room contains several couches, a marble table, a marble bench, which is set in front of the fireplace. There is thick layers of dust covering everything. The whole place is just dusty.
Oh.
Are there footprints in the dust?
There is not a single footprint in the dust.
Okay.
Wow, this
Well,
looks like a good place to rest, perhaps. If we need to find a
Yes.
place.
Well, I'm gonna look in the fireplace again because the last time I looked in the fireplace, I found a potion. I say.
Yeah, you take a step into the room and start moving towards the fireplace, and as you do, the dust starts to swirl
Oh no.
around, and it lifts up, and you see it form a ghastly figure with black eyes dark as charcoal, and everyone has to make a 2d6 roll to see if you're frightened by this. You must beat a 6 on 2d6.
Okay. Beat a 6.
Yep, 6 or better.
Ooh, they rolled an 8.
Fantastic. You're good. Well, actually, I think some of you might not have to, but you can roll it with. We'll figure it out.
I got a 10.
Oh, well, you're definitely good.
I'm sorry. Roll a what dice?
2d6.
2d6.
You're
2d6.
trying to beat a 6, or beat a 6. I should say.
Yeah, I got a 10 exactly also.
Well, that is perfect.
Got a 2.
Oh. The 2, fantastic. You, my
Oh, no.
friend,
I spoiled myself.
you soil yourself and stagger backwards. Luckily, the door back there is closed, so you kind of like retreat backwards and slam into the door in the back. You will be out of play until you break the field. You'll get to roll again next round. This thing is going to move at you in a terrible, attacking manner. Oh, actually, two of you guys are Carl's a hero. Ooh,
Yes.
we could actually do fantasy combat, and so is
Johannes is
so
a
is
hero
Johannes,
too.
yeah. You are also a hero, so you guys could actually fight this thing, and you have magic swords. It's a wraith, so this thing is going to come at you. Let's see what everybody
Yikes.
wants to do. Right now, you're backing up Johannes, but so for this round you're incapacitated. But Valeria, what would you like to do as a wraith is being formed in the room?
I'm going to step back and back into the doorway and spell.
Okay. How about Carl? There's a ghastly figure forming in front of you. That's
And
not a ghastly race.
you said Johannes is
Yes,
he's out
fled backwards through fear of the creature.
Oh, that's right. Okay. So I will, of course, draw my ruby red sword of power. And I'll say, "Worry not, Johannes." I said, I will slay this foul creature. And I prepare to fight.
Nice. All right, yeah. You're gonna melee. How about Ferengolin?
Franklin says, "Taste my gold," and he shoots a gold bolt at it.
Nice. You're gonna do a thing. Okay. So you are what? Are you third level or fourth level, Crystal?
Third.
Okay. So we'll deal with it when it comes to you, but you're gonna have to make another roll to see if you can act because you are a normal type. Actually, but heroes and elves are immune. So and the other two are heroes. So they're not immune. They don't have to worry about it. But what we'll do is. Well, actually, missile fire happens first, and then spells. So go ahead and make the d6 roll. You got to get a 4 through 6 to be able to act. Otherwise, you're frozen in place. Franklin.
Okay. Let me get my dice thing back up real quick. 2d6.
Yep, 1 d6. You want to get a 4, 5, or a 6.
I got a 5.
Okay, you can act. Go ahead, shoot your missile weapon. They are armored foot, and you are using a what? Light crossbow.
Light crossbow, yeah.
Okay, light crossbow against armored foot. 1 die per 2 men, with a 6 hitting. So you fight is what, 3? So basically you're 1.
3 men.
1. All right, so
or I fight as a hero -1.
Oh, interesting. Okay, you could do that instead if you'd like. So a hero against a wraith. No, you don't want to do that because you need an 11.
Okay.
So it doesn't work to your advantage. Yeah, so you can roll 1 die, but it's short range and you're halfling, so you get 2 bonus die. No, but short range. Keep adding the 2 things together. It's short range, so you get 2 dice. So 2 dice and a 6 is a hit.
Okay, and then I have a dex of +1. So does that give me another die?
Yes, it does. So 3 dice.
So I get 3 dice total.
3 dice. Any 6s are hits.
Okay. I got 1 6.
Nice. All right, yeah, the golden bolt shoots deeply into the creature. It does actually penetrate, and you see it actually stick in the dust and kind of because it's got this the dust is whipping around it.
Did you see that, Johannes? I got it.
You did. That was a good shot. All right, so then we go spell. What is your spell, Valeria?
Protection from evil.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yes, this is a wise choice at this moment. Okay, let's go for it.
I'll just hold up my golden finger and say, "No, don't touch me."
Don't touch you. Okay, and Carl. So I think in your case, you are also better off just using the regular attack. Let me just check something. Heavy foot versus armored foot. 1 die. So you'll roll 2 dice with a 6 hitting. Yeah, you're better off doing that. So effectively, you're better off using the sword as it is than you are using hero combat at this point. So you're actually going to roll 1 die per man, right? And you fight as 4 men because you're a hero, so that's 2 dice. And then because you have a magic sword, you're going to have 1 additional die. So you're going to roll 3 dice, and any 6s are hits.
Okay, you said I roll 1 dice per man. You said
no. 1 die per 2 men. So you're going to roll 2 dice because you have 4 men.
Okay.
Right? And then 1 more die because of the sword. So 3 dice.
Right. And what am I aiming for?
6.
6s.
I mean, it's theoretically possible to roll 3d6 and get an 18.
I have no 6s.
No 6s. All right. So you stumble forward in your drunken state and swing your sword through an empty space in the wraith's body. And Johannes, unfortunately, you are in the back.
I am protecting the rear.
Yes. It moves forward fighting his 2 armored foot, seeking out any creature that has partaken in the gold. So that's 2 of you. Valeria and Franklin. So it's going to go after one of the 2 of you. It doesn't know it can't hit you, Valeria. So you guys can each roll a d6, and the highest one or the lowest one is the one's going to get attacked.
Okay. I rolled a 2.
Ooh.
Yep.
Go roll a 1, Chris. Ooh. You're muted.
I also rolled a 2.
Ah, fantastic. Roll again.
Oh, this time I rolled a 5.
I rolled a 4.
Okay, it's going to go after. It shoots past you as the magic users retreat. It shoots past Carl and Franklin. It like reaches in with its dustiness and tries to hit you, but you are protected from evil. It cannot hit you, so it effectively cannot do anything this turn. It just kind of reaches out and then pulls back. Of course, now it knows that, so that was your free round.
Yeah, that's right. You better run away from me, Franklin says as he's reloading his crossbow.
Nice. All right. So as we come into the next next round, you're good. You have to roll 2d6 again, Johannes, to see if you can break the fear.
Okay.
It's 6.
Okay. So that's good. That's enough. So you're good. And you need to roll a d6 as well, Franklin, to see if you can act.
Okay. I rolled a 1 this time.
Okay. So yeah, you're paralyzed with fear, probably because it like whipped past you and you felt the cold of it. So big talk, but paralyzed. All right. So what's everybody doing? Johannes, what's your plan?
I'm going to attack with Joshua.
Nice. Valeria, what is your plan?
I'm going to stay away from it for now.
Okay.
Give me a second. Yeah.
Yeah. And what's Carl's plan?
He's going to attack.
Nice. Okay. So Franklin, there's no missiles, so it's all melee. So which happens simultaneously. So we'll see what happens there. But so Johannes, you're exactly the same with the sword as Carl. So you're each rolling 3d6, and any 6s count as hits.
It's 1 hit.
1. Nice. Come on, Carl.
That was all Joshua.
Definitely.
He flamed at the right moment.
The flames of Joshua shoot forth, and you luckily hit the guy. Go for it, rush. 3d6, any 6s or kills.
I got one.
Yay!
Just
All right, it's
just
still up,
one.
though. Oh man, okay. All right, it's still up. So it's going to get its melee, which would get it anyways, which is going to go after Franklin at this point because it knows it can. It attacks his 2 armored foot.
Oh god.
Uh-oh. What is your you're not wearing any armor, are you?
Yeah, I'm not wearing any armor. I'm a
You're
Lightfoot.
Lightfoot, okay. Oh, that is unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. So it's going to roll 2d6 with a 4 or 6 hit. So somebody in the chat roll me 2d6. So exclamation point 2d6. Get this going here. Chat is not rolling today for some reason. See, I thought the chat would desperately want to kill you. Oh. Bum, bum, bum. With a 5 and a 4, you are hit twice. How many hit dice do you have? You got?
3.
Okay. It doesn't kill you. However, any hit by a wraith that does not kill drains a level.
Okay.
So you have been level drained. All that good experience points sucked away by the wraith.
No, you're supposed to run away from me.
Yeah, so you feel like basically like part of your soul is being torn out and wrapped up in you. For a second, the wraith's face and the dust kind of turns into Franklin's screaming face. Even though Franklin's not screaming, he's just kind of like looking like this, and you see Franklin's face like, oh, and then we're coming to the next round. So what's everybody's plan? Oh, you already okay. So you have to roll to see if you can act, Franklin. So you might as well do that.
Okay.
That's every round. The fear thing only happens once.
All right. No problem. I rolled a 5.
5. Okay, you're good. It is on top of you now, though, so you really can't shoot it with the crossbow. You'll have to use a different weapon.
I think I'll run away.
Okay.
I just got level drained.
Yeah, that's true. All right, yeah, you're going to retreat. What's the plan, Johannes?
Johannes will vanquish this vile demon.
Nice. What about Carl?
He's going to attack again.
Nice. All right, go for it, guys. Oh, I'm sorry, Valeria. Are you?
I'm going to run back and grab the mirror.
Oh, you're gonna open the secret door?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. All right, if you run back towards the secret door, as does Franco Lynn. You guys bust the door open. Well, no bust over. You push it open, and you're gonna grab for the mirror. Where are you going, Franco Lynn? Just out in the hallway? Or you're gonna like? You have the lantern, by the way, unless you're leaving it.
Yeah, I think I'll go to at least the end of the hallway now and
Okay.
see what's gonna happen with the ghost.
Okay, that's cool.
With the
Yeah,
wraith.
if you run back that far, there's enough light that everybody can still see. Okay, so go ahead and let's get our melees going. Johannes and Carl.
It's 2.
3, 2. Nice.
Hey.
Carl.
Are these damages cumulative on this thing?
It looks like it, yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure if I wasn't
hope
sure.
so.
I wasn't sure if we had to get a certain number of 6s in one round or if they just added up. So.
Some creatures are like that, but in this case, it does not look that way.
Okay. I failed to achieve a 6. I drunkenly swing and miss again.
Fortunately for you, that was enough hits with Johannes, but melee is simultaneous, which means the creature still gets to go. It is actually going. Unfortunately, it's going to chase you, Franklin, because you have gold. Of course, it's after the gold, so it's going to attack you again.
Okay.
Even though the other guys are hacking it apart. So let's see. We're going to go 2d6. So I'm just going to roll up here. That's a little slow. Oh, a 2 and a 1. Neither one is a hit. The wraith shoots past the two warriors to grab the halfling, and they slice it to bits with their swords. Well, at least one of them does. But in the story later, we'll say they both did it. And the dust just, like these chunks of dust, just you'd see like piles of dust, almost like if there was a dusty room, but there was like a breeze. So like there's like piles of it in the corner and stuff where the wraith fell. Yeah, so the wraith is dead. And you're trying to get the mirror off the wall. It's pretty well attached.
Okay.
Do you want to like try to wedge it off with a knife or
Well,
you can just
if
lift
the
it
wraith
off.
is dead, then if the wraith is dead, I'll stop. Let me look back. Oh, okay.
Yeah, the wraith appears to be dead. I mean, undead, but you know what I'm saying.
Carl, do you want me to help you get untangled from that rug of yours?
And just grab my bolt, please.
I am not tangled.
Well, you certainly fight like you are.
Well, I fight like I am because you made me drink brandy.
I can't help it. You can't hold your liquor.
I'm gonna go pick up some of the wraith dust and like touch it to the mirror and make gold dust to be like, now you have what you wanted, buddy.
Nice. That is pretty epic.
Now I have gold dust.
You have the gold dust. Yep. Let me just check here. Treasure type. E for a wraith. Holy guacamole. All right. Yeah. To come into this room, and I guess you're going to go back and look at the fireplace again.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you see that there's a stone that can be easily pulled out in the fireplace, and when you pull it out, there's a cache there. And in that cache are a whole bunch of things.
Yes.
Let's see.
Treasure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 pieces of jewelry. A scroll case. There's 2 scroll cases actually. A potion, it looks like. This one says heroism on it. They're
yeah.
marked, of course. Another scroll case. Holy cow! And a sword. Holy cow! Hold on, there's a lot of treasure in here. Wraiths carry a lot of treasure, guys. So, yeah.
So
let's
2
do
scroll
this.
cases.
Hold on, I'm
2
gonna
scroll
put it in the
cases,
chat.
right?
Let me put it in the chat.
Okay.
There's a lot of stuff here.
Write it down here.
Actually, let me put it on my little notes here so I have it too for the experience points and stuff. Because if I put it in the chat and we lose it, then we'll be. All right, I'm just gonna take a quick note here. Wraith loot. Wow, you beat that thing without a. I mean, you did get a level drain, which kind of sucks, but you know.
He's a little one.
Oh,
Sorry, Franklin.
somebody roll a d6.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
Unless, are you talking about chat?
No, you could do it.
3.
I don't know. The chat hasn't been rolling very much today. There's a suit of chainmail armor in here as well.
Oh.
So,
Remember. What do I have? Well, I think Johannes and Carl both have magic swords now. I don't know if this sword is magic, but can Valera not also use a sword?
I'm a magic user right now.
Yeah, but you're an elf. You can use a sword if you want. But also, so can your halfling friend. He's also.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I thought he was a thief. Sorry.
No. Oh, you would think that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. That's very
Yes.
racist of you, Carl.
Oh, it's a halfling. They must be a thief.
I am basing my assumptions strictly upon the role play of both you and Daniel of this character, which
Of
has
course,
been.
he'll have to use his 2 little knobby fingers or hands to use it.
So
Also,
just in this treasure
I
cache,
think I could wear that chainmail, maybe.
the
Just
chainmail
a dress.
it's human size. Yeah.
Oh.
This is a human kingdom, so it would be human only. So it's gonna fit either Carl or Johannes. But you could. It would be nice for you to have it because you're halfling. You're small, but it's a
Yes,
human
I can
kingdom.
And I
drape
have
it over my
no
plate.
armor.
Yeah, you get no armor, unfortunately.
I have chainmail already.
This is
I can
magic.
drape it over my plate.
Well, it's magical chainmail, so it's better than your regular chainmail.
Okay.
Ooh.
Well,
Oh.
so I'm assuming we wouldn't know that it's magical. We would just know that it's.
Well, I mean, you're looking at an ancient treasure stash
Yeah.
when there's some sparkly, beautifully brand new chainmail. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, you
It's
get
a
general
good
idea of
guess.
it. Yeah. Exactly.
So I hold up the chainmail and I go, well, if no one, if you do not wish to replace your plate with this chain, then, well, I would certainly like to
Yeah.
have it.
You know what?
Upon
If-
this plate is my family crest. You may
I'll-
take that trash.
I will take that as a huge no then.
And you are correct, sir.
And I start changing into the new plate. Or
You know what? You
the-
probably
sorry.
could. You probably could take his non-magical chainmail and drape it on like a dress. Franklin, like just kind of have it drooping down like all the way, not even a dress, like a robe, like all the way to the ground.
Yeah.
He'd look like Gimli when he put the chainmail on. He like lets it go and it goes straight to
Exactly.
the floor.
So I'm not sure, but you might be able to like break it and like put it onto. You could probably do something if you want.
Yeah.
If
I mean,
you
I
want
could
to trash
try
it, but you can probably make it happen. Yeah. Yeah, for troop combat, we'll count it as, if you want to do that, we'll do that, but it'll count as heavy foot protection.
Okay.
But if you get into man-to-man combat, it's not going to be quite as good as actual chainmail. But we probably won't do that, so we're not going to worry too much about that right now. But yeah, I put in chat all the stuff. There's a bunch of jewelry, which is a ton of experience points, as you can see. One of those pieces of jewelry is worth 10,000 gold pieces.
Good lord!
Wow.
There's a couple spell scrolls there, which, I mean,
We're
you
just
see
gonna
what they are, but you
retire
don't
when
actually know
this
what they
is
are until you do
over.
it. Yeah, you can do that level back. There's also a sword called Smoke Biter, which is appropriate for being inside of a thing, which is a +1 sword. It's lawful. And there's 2 maps: a map to a potion of heroism, and there's also a potion of heroism, and a map to a ring of X-ray vision. So they're outside this adventure location. You'd have to travel to.
Does Valera have identify or anything like that?
No. Damn, you don't.
No, well, there's nothing really to identify. The potions.
Well,
are
my
marked.
ruby sword, I still
Oh.
don't know what it does.
Oh, it's a magic sword.
Well, yeah, but I don't know how magic or anything.
So that other magic sword, though, I can have it, right?
Here you go. I hand it to you. Blade, first.
Smoke
He's
biter.
taller
Yeah.
than he is.
Yeah. hmm
Yeah.
He's
It's
holding it
two-handed
like
for you,
both
for sure.
hands.
Yeah. Yeah,
He
it's a
drags it
regular sword.
along the ground.
We can
Yeah.
divvy up the jewelry later, and if anybody minds, I'll keep the scroll cases because they might have magic on them.
I certainly cannot use them.
And then there's the potion of heroism. which should be for Carl or Johannes, probably.
Yes, give it to Carl.
Are you
We all
sure,
know
my
he's
good?
a coward.
I beg your pardon, sir. I am no coward.
Yes, you are.
However, I was going to offer it to you because obviously you are the greatest of the heroes among us.
Well, then I wouldn't need the potion, would I?
Well, I mean, you don't need anything.
Exactly.
You are Johannes, but
I am a warrior in perfection. You, however, need the potion.
then
You want this, Franklin?
Oh
Yes.
You guys don't.
I
Valera.
was just about to take it. Go ahead, Franklin. Take it.
No, you can have it, Carl. She was just being. I know.
Because it would have been funny with Franklin. Because I could totally see Franklin being like, "Why, yes."
Franklin will totally take it.
Yeah, exactly. Take it. And I'll look
Franklin
back
may-
at Johannes and be like, "See what you did."
And Franklin will totally give it to someone else later and be like, "You owe me one." How many men do I fight as now, Daniel?
You are what, down to second level?
Yes.
Should be 2 men.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, it might be 2 plus 1. Let me just check it. Because you're a fighter. Yeah.
I have.
Ooh, sorry, looking it up. Wow, okay. Fighter, second level. Yep, 2 men plus 1. That's good. Better than 2 men. Yeah, so there's a huge stash of treasure inside this fireplace. And also in here are 2 doors, again on the southern wall. Both of them wooden, both of them closed. And chat, if we can get the chat going again. See if we can get the chat to roll a d6 for me. So exclamation point, d6. Somebody in the chat can do that. And yeah, so what do you guys want to do?
Well, there are more doors, right?
Yes, my
Good
lady.
question. You got
And
southeast and
therefore-
southwest, basically.
We should go through a door.
Agreed.
Unless, of course, there is a secret door.
We came through a secret door.
That's true.
My half elfy senses don't give me, any indication that there's a secret door here. You know how us thieves can detect things like that, besides I, Carl.
Well, I can, and I don't really. I think. Well, there's no other secret doors, right? Besides the one we came in.
Let's see. Really, you look around pretty thoroughly and you don't see any other secret doors. Nope.
Okay. Southwest
Not in
or
this space.
southeast, Sir Johannes?
Southeast, I believe. As the sun rises,
Okay.
let us go in that direction.
Okay. Yeah, so you open the southeast door. It is, let me just do this here. I'm tracking you guys. You open the door and you see a pretty plain corridor, about 40 feet long, that ends in another one of those, like, backside of a secret door. You can pretty much recognize it now. Areas. Look like this was some kind of passageway.
This appears rather dull.
Shall we look down the other door?
I see why not.
The
Go to the
chat
southwest.
roll.
Carl! Carl!
I'm right behind you, you loud son of a bitch.
Well, with that bear head on, who knows what can you
Carl's still pouting over the potion of heroism.
hear? Yes. Hey, go open that other door.
Yeah.
Can you
so-
hear me? Go open
Give me a second to
the
respond.
other door.
I go open the other door, mumbling and grumbling the entire way.
Would you like to open the door? All right.
Yeah. Oh
So
yeah.
You open the door. All right. So you open it up. It looks like it's a bedchamber. Quite dusty as before. Dust and cobwebs are covering everything, and this is actually very dusty. Like the other room was covered in dust. This room is not only dusty, but there's like webs everywhere. Not like super thick, like giant spider webs, but just like like an attic that's been in a long time. So you can almost not, your lantern's like reflecting off the web so much that you can barely see the other side of the room. It's not a very big room. It's only about 20 foot deep, 20 by 20. And of course, directly to your left, you do see another fireplace that probably shared the same chimney. Yes.
Okay.
What see you, Carl?
Well, I don't like the look of the webs in there.
It's a bedchamber, an unused and dusty bedchamber. Probably much like your own, Johannes.
You are a witty one.
Wait, did you say webs, Carl?
Yes. They look like cobwebs. Mostly. Do I notice that they look like anything other than cobwebs?
Let's get a D6 in the chat.
Uh-oh.
No, they don't look like really anything at all. It looks like that there's like so many webs in here just from regular spiders. So they don't look like there's anything special.
It's cobwebs and common household spiders. I don't see anything else.
Okay. Let's take a look. Since the other way is just a passage, we might as well check out this room. But let's see. I think I have a torch. Left.
Oh, don't worry. I have Joshua. Flame on, Joshua.
Yeah,
Oh, I
burn
thought
these
you'd
webs
never
away.
ask. Joshua in flames.
Steady, man. Steady.
I got a little excited because it's been a while. I see you using a
I
lantern
know.
over there.
I know. It's fine. Go ahead,
Can you-
son.
Can you burn these webs away?
That's
Yes.
what you woke me up for. The flame dies down a little bit.
Well,
Yeah, you can sweep through the webs. Yeah, if you take the sword, just it just kind of sweeps through, and you kind of take a few swipes, and it takes a big chunk away. You're kind of looking down there, and Valeria, you kind of look, and you can see that as the webs are kind of burning up, you see a bit of like air movement from the wisps of smoke, and you notice that the southern part of the room there's what appears to be to you, but probably nobody else would realize that a secret concealed door behind what is a painting. There's a painting of a princess, the princess you believe of the castle. She's dressed all in silver, and she's holding in her hands a huge ruby, the size of a large apple. On this painting, and you're looking at it, you can see this air movement coming through it, as if like there's a passage behind it. With your elven eyes, you see that.
Okay. Johannes, Carl, Frankel, Lynn. Look what's behind this painting. And it's kind of a nice painting. But we can't take everything, I guess.
No.
this painting.
Yeah, this painting.
Yes.
Would be difficult.
There's a door.
Joshua, why didn't you tell me of this?
You didn't ask. Would you like me to look for any secret doors?
Oh, why? I need to ask this. I thought we were friends and companions in arms.
Well, remember that I'm only able to do this 3 times a day. I didn't want to waste it.
Oh, never mind. Now that my companion has already found it.
I mean, I can look right now if you'd like.
Oh, no, never mind. It's
I'm
fine,
pretty sure
Joshua.
I can find one. If
You've
there's one here.
already proven your uselessness to me. Flame out.
The flame's about to die down when you say that. Then when you say flame out, it goes back up.
Oh
Oh,
my
did you
god.
say flame on?
Yes,
No problem.
there
We'll
we
stay flame
go.
for a while.
That's wonderful. You should be able to light our passage now.
Oh, of course I can. And you take like 2 steps in, and the flame goes out again.
Carl leans over to Valeria and goes, Absolutely my favorite part.
His sword's kind of willful.
His sword is giving him exactly what he deserves now. Shh.
Okay.
Let's open the door.
Open painting.
Okay. Yeah, you can go up to the painting and you kind of grab the side of it and it opens up. There's like a step through passage, so it's like, again, you have to like step over. It's not a full door. It's kind of narrow. It's maybe like 3 foot wide, as wide as the painting. And you're looking into a small room, another 20 by 20 foot room. This room.
Okay.
I'm sure. You're looking at this room. A single pedestal with a glass case on top of it stands in the middle of this room. A small brown box with strange runes carved into it is inside the glass case. It's like one of those pie cases that you see at diners. It's sitting on top of a pedestal in the room. This room has absolutely no dust. It's completely and totally clean. The walls are a white marble, and your lantern light reflects off of them, and you can't see any dust, no cobwebs, no nothing. And there doesn't appear to be any other way out of the room.
I look at everybody.
Disturbs me.
Yeah, I look at Johannes and say, I think this might be like the heart, or she was holding that ruby, but I have a feeling it's not that easy. Can I cast detect magic on the pedestal in the case?
Sure. Yeah, you cast your detect magic spell. And right, yeah, there's a heavy magic ward on the box.
Okay. There's a heavy magic ward on that box. I'm not sure. I think touching it might result in some pain. So.
Well, I am a disciple of pain. I will go forward.
Okay. Yeah, you step into the room. It's your armor kind of clanks and echoes in the small marble chamber as you approach the pedestal. Again, you can see it's like one of those pie things, sitting on top of the pedestal. And inside is a box, and there's some runes on them.
Magic is on the box, Johannes. Seems like not on the cloche, I guess. The glass cloche.
Yeah, that's true.
I
Okay,
wield Joshua,
Mm-hmm.
and I say, Joshua, what do you know of this? Being a denizen of this house?
Oh, now you need my help.
Yes, I do.
Well, this is clearly where the lady keeps her heart. A valuable ruby. Could be worth enough to start an entire kingdom. If one were of the honorable type that could start a kingdom and a powerful, sophisticated ruler.
Yes.
But if
Well, I am
one
not
is
humble
that
enough
type-
to say that I am that.
Not to mention find someone who is actually rich enough to pay you its worth.
Yes, don't listen to the bear. Now, what of these runes? Do you know of these?
Put me closer.
I bring him up closer to the box.
That really doesn't do anything.
You are an obstinate sword.
Seems there are runes on the box.
Yes, there are runes on the box, Joshua. I think we've already established that.
Let's see what they say. They say, do not
Yes.
open this box unless you dare to take what is in it.
I think you lied to me.
Well, I'm just guessing based on, the
Yes,
situation.
you've proven yourself a liar before. And so I will say that you are lying now. I'm not saying that you are not honorable, but just a liar.
I am just trying to keep things interesting.
Yes, I know you are, Joshua, and I thank you for that. However, I do not appreciate your time. My lady, are you ready to catch this box?
Catch it?
Catch it.
Um,
If I were to quickly grab this and throw it towards you, would you be able to catch it?
I have an extra small sack. I will hold it out like this and be like, basketball me.
I
You're
don't
inventing
know if this
basketball.
basketball, but
Oh, it's a game
I-
we elves play in the forest.
games in the forest. How trite. But okay, I will try this throwing into a basket bag or whatever. Okay. Joshua,
Mm-hmm.
well met, and I will sheathe you now.
That's probably
Be
a
careful,
good idea.
Johannes.
And I sheathe him, and I will bring my hands up like this. How big is this box?
It
It will-
is. It's about like maybe like a foot. Let's say 1 foot square.
Okay.
Oh, so it'll fit in my little bag because I have my other bag has eggs and dirt and stuff in it. So
So I will pick it up, and I will immediately turn and throw it at her.
Okay.
and I'll
So
try to catch it.
there's a glass thing on top of it. Do you want to lift it off first? And what are you going to do with that?
Yes, I will lift that off and put it on the floor.
Okay, perfect. You spell cedar.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, so you grab the box, and when you do, you feel
Yes.
coldness through your as soon as you grab it, through your bones, and we'll let you. Let's do this. Roll a d6 like initiative to see if you get it before the. Where's everybody else in this moment? By the way, everybody's still in the hallway or in the other room, right? Only.
Well, I came in the room to try to catch the box
Okay, so
with
you're
my
staying in
bag.
the room. Okay. All right. How about the rest of you? Where's Franklin?
I guess I'm still out in the hallway guarding
the-
the way.
Well, not the hallway, but the bed chamber with the okay.
Yeah.
This is interesting. Okay, and is that also where Carl is?
I thought I was with them, but I may be back
Well-
with Franklin.
With them is, I mean, effectively, there was a 20 by 20 foot room. There was a painting that opened up. Johannes walked into the room. I guess Valeria just stepped in to do the thing. I guess I'm assuming Franklin and you were still standing back in the original room, unless you wanted to
Yep,
move in there first.
I did not follow them
Okay,
yet.
that's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure that it was all on the
Don't
table.
go into
before-
the death trap.
Well, this is actually very interesting. Okay, so go ahead and roll a d6, Mike, to see if you can throw that thing in there before. We're gonna
That
chat.
is
We're
a
gonna roll
3.
d6. 3, okay. Ooh, 5. Okay, so you grab this thing, and instantly, in front of you appear two armored people. They are shimmering. They are wearing. One of them is clearly a knight, a silver knight. He's in a silver kind of plate mail. He's wielding a sword. The other is a female, also a warrior, but you recognize her face immediately as the princess. She's in chainmail, also wielding a sword. And they seem to have a violent intent since you have touched their ruby. However, movement happens first, so they do that. You see that, and you throw this thing. So let's see if Valeria catches it. Valeria, just roll. What's your dex?
My dex is 13.
Okay, so roll 3d6 under your equal to or under your dex, and we'll see if we catch this thing.
36 under my dex. Okay.
Yeah.
Can do that. That one fell down. I'll get another. I do. 5, 7.
Okay, yeah, you catch it. So it slides into the sack, and as it does, you hear click, and behind you, the painting slams shut. In the room with the painting, the other door on the opposite wall closes behind you. The dust starts to swirl up, and you see another wraith forming. So Carl and Frankolin are in the room with the wraith, and Valeria and Johannes are in the room with these two warriors, all of which seem fairly hostile. So Daniel actually needs a piece of paper now.
It's a double
boy.
kill zone.
All right, so
I knew this was going to end in a TPK.
good. I mean, you've had a good run, guys. Let's be honest. All right. Okay, so these guys. So princess. I mean, this is as you probably guessed, this is definitely the the stone that you're looking for. So okay. So this is interesting. Let's see what happens. So I'll start off by saying that they are not evil. So if your protection from evil is stopped, it wouldn't actually. They're not evil. They're just protecting their treasure.
Yeah.
So that's not gonna. You would realize immediately that's not gonna work. They're not known to be evil. These two. Obviously the wraith is evil, but that doesn't really do anybody any good at this point. And let's go down and see what everybody wants to do. Like I said, it's pretty clear that you're violating their space. And you touch the box, so they're gonna attack you. Well, actually, let me see. She's heavy foot. And heavy foot. He is heavy foot, armored foot, and heavy foot. Okay. Oh, geez, okay. This is going to be interesting. Hopefully. So what does everybody want to do? Johannes, these two figures have formed in front of you. They seem to be wanting to attack you with their shiny, ghostly blades.
Yes. I drop to my knee.
Oh.
And I
Okay.
offer an apology.
Oh, interesting. Okay. How
And,
about Valeria?
Yeah.
A spell.
Okay, spell. In the room with the wraith, Carl, what is your plan?
Well, I'm certainly not dropping to my knee. I am attacking the wraith.
Okay. How about Franklin?
Does Franklin need to make a fear save first, or?
Yes, you will have to. Yeah.
Okay. If I make my fear save, I will put the lantern down and draw smoke biter, and if not, I'm running away.
Nice. Okay. Perfect. Okay.
And I have the lantern, so.
Yes, you do. In
Good
the
luck,
room
Carl.
with the ruby, even though it's dark in there, that you can see the ghosts because they're shining. So they're in the dark. You're in the dark with the ruby room, but it's you can see the ghosts because they're like sparkly. Okay. So let's roll initiative. Nikki,
Okay.
I'm gonna have the chat roll me a
3.
d6, but the chat's not been rolling today for some reason.
3 rust.
Okay. 3. Okay.
Remind me again, what's 36 inches in this again? Or 36?
Inside 360 feet.
Okay. That's what I thought. Just making sure.
Okay. All right. So you guys win initiative.
I don't even want to know why.
Yeah. We're gonna find out in a second. So go ahead. Right, go in and roll your fear save because that's good to know.
Okay. And I've got to roll 1d6 for that.
Yep, 1d6, 4, 5, or 6, and you're good to go.
Oh, 5.
All right, good. You're doing that. I'm rolling a reaction of the ghosts of you falling down on your knees. Okay, nice. Perfect for an execution. The man says, and he goes to chop your head off. All right, so everybody is doing well. The spell happens first, though. Valeria.
Okay. Yep, I'm
What you
going to
doing?
say, I'm going to hold up the bag with the box in it. I'm going to say, it's me you want. Come get me. And I'm going to cast Dimension Door with that scroll I have
Oh,
and teleport out of there.
where are you going? You have to give an exact direction.
360
and
feet
space.
away.
300. Well, just straight 360 feet.
No, I want to try to go, not in the room with the wraith. So the room, the next room over from where we were. So that would be the room with the fireplace that we killed the first wraith.
Okay.
If that's
so
not too
how
far
far
away.
is that? Was somebody paying attention to when I said how big the rooms were?
20 by 20 room here.
Yeah. It was
And
one
then-
before that.
Yeah, the other one I don't remember the bedroom, how big it was.
Okay. So how far away would you like to go? What would you like to
That
guess?
is, that's 65 feet.
I'll say 100. Yeah, I'll go with 75 feet just to be.
Okay.
And then I can run if I have to.
Wow. Okay, Valeria. Poof, she's gone. On
I'm hoping they'll follow me and leave him because I have the ruby.
Well, this is 100% an interesting situation. So let me pause on this room for a second and let's go to the Wraith. Because the Wraith has nothing to do with this. Melee is simultaneous, so let's look at this. The Wraith is, again, armored foot, so you're the same rush. You're 3 dice. 6 is hit.
Okay.
Yeah. Right, Golin, you are 2 dice, 6 hits. And +1, remember, on your die. One of your dice, Franklin.
Okay, I got actually 2 hits on that one.
Nice.
I got 2 misses.
Okay. Okay, so it's still up, and it's going to attack. You're in the room. It's going to attack both of you, actually. So 1 armored foot against each of you. You're both now heavy foot. So armored against heavy. 1 die per man. 5 or 6 hits. Okay, so I'm going to roll 2d6. The first one is going to be against Carl. The second one against Franklin. It can't kill you, obviously, with that. It doesn't know that, of course, but it can level drain you if it hits. So, rolling 2d6. There we go. Hey, the global citizen. You want to roll some dice? That would be good. Okay. Ooh, 4 or 5. I'll tell you in a second. Okay. Ooh, Franco Lynn. You got hit again. You're down at first level.
All right.
Wow,
Oh, no.
that sucks. Franco Lynn's getting drained. All right, let's see. Back in the room with the ghosts. New dimension door.
Yep.
Man, I gotta look at these. They will protect. Okay, they attack Johannes. Well, only he does because you sat down to be executed. Let's see. Global Citizen, if you want to try to roll some dice for me, I'll do a test. I'll show you. You hit exclamation point, and then this guy actually rolls. You're wearing our plate armor, right?
Yeah.
So he's going to roll armored. He's heavy versus armored. So he's going to roll 2 dice. So we're going to exclamation point 2d6. Nope, that's 2d5. I did it wrong. Exclamation point 2d6, and that should roll me some dice. Bam. Okay, neither one hits though. Okay, yeah. He maybe he's just like showing out. He's like, prime for execution. He swings it right past your head. And she also draws her blade. You get the feeling that they're not gonna let you walk out of this room, even with your possibly because the elf stole the ruby. You're not really sure exactly, but yeah, you're trapped in a room now with 2 ghosts.
Sorry.
So
Okay.
weirdly enough, 65 feet would have killed you because you would have been inside a wall, but 75 feet puts you almost directly next to the mirror. It's just enough to put you in the hallway with the mirror. So, like, you appear, like, right up against the wall, like, the mirror is right there in front of you, like, in your face. If you went a little bit further, your nose would be gilded. Of course, it's dark, but you recognize the mirror because it adds a slight glow to it. And you're standing there with the bag with this incredibly valuable ruby. And I think you took all the jewelry from before. So right now, the elf has a lot of treasure. And you're standing on the hallway by yourself. So with all that being said, let's go into the next round. What does Johannes want to do? You're faced with 2 ghosts.
I'm drawing. I am going to draw Joshua then.
Oh yeah, Joshua lights right up and says, "It's about time." Valeria, what would you like to do in the hallway?
I'm gonna draw a wasp because at least it gives me candlelight and a dagger.
Yep, that's true.
And I hate to do this, but I have the ruby. I'm gonna start making my way towards the portcullis and try to get out of here.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh,
I'm no good against a race anyway, I say to myself.
you cur.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, perfect. So you start moving towards Ziggs. All right, I'll track your movement each. So you have no armor, so you're moving pretty fast.
How much do elven skins go for these days?
So yeah,
I was
you can
hoping they'd
actually
chase me. I really was hoping they
in-
would
in
come
a-
after me.
in a single move, you can basically go down up to where the portcullis is through that door that you recognize where the poltergeist was, then back down into that big empty room. So you're probably in another move. You'll be at that well that you drop back down, unless you want to jump out a window or something, because there are windows in here as well. But you're pretty far up. You're at least 40 feet up. So I don't know if you have a means to go out the window. Actually, they're not windows. They're arrow slits. So
Okay.
You'd have to be pretty skinny.
Right.
But yeah, you're moving towards the exit with all the treasure. A perfectly chaotic move. What is Carl doing against the Wraith? And Franklin, Carl first.
He's attacking again.
Okay, how about Franklin?
Franklin's grabbing the lantern. He's getting out of here. He'll drop his sword if he needs to.
Yeah, you don't have to drop the sword. So you run towards the door that you came in, the one that slammed shut magically.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, perfect.
You're gonna say, "Retreat, girl!"
All right, you run towards the door and you start yanking on the door. You need to make an open doors roll because it's stuck. So you need to roll 1 or 2 on a d6 if you want to get that door open.
Okay.
And it's going to take this whole round anyways, no matter what.
All right, no problem. I just.
But actually, before you do any of that, you have to roll a d6 to see if you can act. So roll 1d6. You want to get a 4, 5, or 6 to see if you can act, period.
I cannot act. I got a 3.
Okay. So you're thinking about running, but it's just, your feet aren't moving. All right, so let's do the malaise. Carl?
All right.
Same deal.
Carl's not running away because no foppish speaking man in fancy plate mail is going to call him a coward.
Come on,
And
Carl.
I got one more.
If
1-6.
only you had a
Come on.
potion of heroism.
I do
If
not.
only.
I do not.
Nope. Well, the person who has the heroism is not being very heroic right now. All right, you cut into it, and it's not dead, so it's still going to attack. Carl, you haven't moved, unfortunately, Franklin, so it's doing the same thing. It's going after both of you. Again, 2d6. First d6 is against Carl. Second d6 is against Franklin. Oh, double ones. Doesn't hit either one of you. In the room with the knight. Johannes. Make it your
Yes.
attack. Would you like to attack the knight or the lady first?
Of course, the knight.
Okay, fantastic. He is actually, even though he looks like he's garbed in plate mail, he's only defending as Lightfoot. You are attacking
that's-
as Heavyfoot with
Right.
a magical sword. So you're going to roll 1 die per man with the 5 or
Yes.
6 hitting, and you also get 1 extra die because you have magic sword. So you're going to roll 5 dice with a 5 or a 6 equaling a hit.
That is 3 hits.
Oh! Yes, you cut deeply into the knight, and he seems sad about that. Unfortunately,
Sad knight.
Unfortunately, they combined attack as 10 heavy foot.
That's
That
And
way
okay.
you run.
you are armored foot. So they're going to roll 5 dice with any 6s being hits. They do need to score 4 simultaneous hits to take you out, though. So the chance of them killing you is fairly low. But let's see.
And with that being said,
This doesn't want to. I think some of these commands are not like. So I'm going to go. We'll go 2d6. 4 and 4, so no hits there, which means they can't kill you. Okay, so they come at you with their swords swinging, and you're just defending them like. Well, tell me how you're defending them awesomely with Joshua.
I basically just followed Joshua's lead, knowing that he is a skilled swordsman in and of himself.
Right. Hold on loosely, but don't let go. Right, you're
Exactly.
nice. Okay,
Flame on, Joshua! Flame on!
nice. All right, so the elf moves to that well that you guys did the climb. You guys did the cheerleader thing to get up, and you get to that well area going down. In that room is a tower. I just want to check something. I can't remember if there's windows there or if they're. The map looks like they might be windows, but I think it might actually just be arrow slits. That's why I was asking. I don't even know if you have means to get down anyways, but I'm just.
I don't really, so I was just
Okay.
gonna go down the hole and try to.
Yeah, there are windows. Yep. Oh, and there's a rope ladder here. Oh, so actually, you could probably drop the rope ladder out the window if you want. I mean, unless you want to go down the way you came, you could also.
Oh.
You could do either thing.
Oh, that's really bad and mean of me. But yeah, no, I will. I will go out the window.
Okay. Yeah, you drop it. I mean, it's a terrible mess out there as far as like, gnarled trees and shrubberies that are all overgrown and whatever. But you drop the rope ladder down. It'll take you this whole turn to like take it from where it is and move it over there. So yeah, you could do that.
Okay.
All right, back in the room.
Really beginning to
Carl,
hope there are some grumpy crossbowmen down there.
As opposed to regular crossbowmen.
Would serve me right.
Yep. We should roll to see if you encounter anybody next round. We will, because that'll be the third turn. Go
Okay.
ahead and is everybody doing the same thing? Was that the plan, or does everybody want to change their move?
No, I'm doing the same thing.
Okay,
Running
Franklin,
away
see
if I can.
Yeah, Franklin, see if you can act.
I rolled a 4.
Okay, so you're gonna run towards the door. Roll d6 to see if you can open it.
5.
No, the door is stuck. I mean, you can try
Carl,
again, but
help me!
oh man! All right, I just rolled a 1 for the wandering monsters, just because I want to make this difficult for myself. So as you're adjusting the rope out there, L.
Yep.
Displacer beast, mother.
That would be too good.
Oh no, these are my babies.
Oh man! All right, we're looking for the wandering monsters for the.
Well, you
The
only
top
have
level?
one. We each got one, right? Or were you
No,
carrying
no.
all of them?
No, she took them all. Yeah.
Oh.
If I remember right, am I wrong about that?
Because I
thought you
had
took
them
all.
in. I had them in packed safely so they wouldn't get
Yeah.
hurt.
Yeah.
It's not
Well,
like
I
I wish
have-
you guys would die. I'll try to wait for you.
I have some gold and some gems on me, so.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
you
yeah.
do.
You're actually Franklin's carrying most of the actual treasure because you were the treasure carrier. But just in the last room, like she specifically said, "Oh, I take that jewelry and you guys give you guys it." So
Yeah.
she like grabbed the valuable jewelry and the displacement piece. Roll a d6, Nikki, to see what thing you run into up there.
4.
4, fantastic. Oh, and a d6 for how many?
3.
3. All right. Yeah, you're fixing the thing when into the room enter 3 men clad in leather armor with short swords, and they smile at you with vicious broken teeth, and they draw
Okay.
their swords because they are, they're not the same group that attacked you last time, but they definitely look like they're the same kind of things. So, okay, well, let's finish this round. Carl, make your attacks.
All right.
Nothing.
Oh, bummer. Okay. All right. The Wraith's going to attack again. And you're still in the room, Franklin, so you are still a possibility. Poor Franklin. He started as a poor first level character, moved all the way to third level, back down to first level again. All right. So the Wraith attacks. Ooh. You have been demoted back down to you. Franklin soul is ripped from their body. They collapse on the ground, having spent their entire life force into the creature.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Franklin's down. Back in the
I
room
was
with
also
the knight.
holding the lantern. Does it break?
Maybe. Yeah, roll a d6. Say I don't want it
Okay.
breaks.
All right.
Putting
Let's
Carl
see.
into the darkness.
Good luck, Carl. 3.
Nope,
I tried to
didn't break.
finish it off for you.
Yeah, you set it down very gently and then died. Johannes, make your attacks against the fiendish knight that's trying to cut you down.
I slash and hack, and that is another 2.
No, that's enough. All right. He is dissipated into nothing. Again, all the melee happens at once, so they're still going to get their 10 attacks, or 5 attacks as it would be.
Yep.
No, the first 2 didn't hit, which means that they can't kill you. So yeah, she tries to hack at you, he tries to hack at you, then you cut through, and he dissipates, and you see a look of sadness on her face. And then she says, "You have beaten my champion. The ruby is yours." And she dissipates into nothing.
Aha!
And out in the other room, you hear Franco Lynn go, "Ah," and disappear into nothing. Okay. Back in the tower of the escaping elf, there's 3 men there. They pulled their short swords. They look like they're going to come at you. What would you like to do?
I'd like to say, can I offer you guys this jewelry?
Oh, Okay, yeah, I like that. Let me make a reaction roll to see where they're at. Ooh, okay. Which jewelry are you gonna offer him?
Oh,
Are
I'll
you just
give
gonna
him.
pull a piece out, or what are you gonna do?
I'll pull out the most expensive one, that one that's worth
one-
10,000.
Wow. Okay, yeah. You pull out this like diamond crusted crown. Okay, yeah. Roll a d6.
Okay. 3.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Perfect. All right, that's good because I gave you a +1 on that so far. I was gonna, it was a 50-50 chance there. Okay, yeah. Yeah. They look at it and they say, "Leave now, or we're gonna take it all."
All right, I will hand him the crown and I will get out the window.
All right. Yeah.
Because I mean, they don't know what I've got in my bag. So
Yeah. Well, they see you have a bag, right? So they're just like, yeah.
Yeah.
They just say we'll take it all. They obviously don't know that you have the lady's heart, which is worth way more than that. And you hear them start to fight up above which one's going to keep it.
Okay.
Or how they're going to keep it or whatever. I'm the king. You're the king. I'm the king. Back in the room with the others, Johannes, the ghosts are gone. The room is now faded into darkness. Carl, you're facing a wraith that's going to attack you. So, would you like to do anything? What would you like to do, Johannes?
Well, since Joshua's still flaming, right?
That's right.
Yeah, I will try the door.
Okay. Yeah.
See
You
if I can get out.
walk up and open the door, and it opens freely. When you open the door, you look in and you see Carl. You see basically you probably open it just as like the wraith's hand is coming off of Franklin, who's laying all gaunt on the ground, and Carl is backed into a corner fighting it off.
Okay.
Um,
I shall
okay.
join the fight.
All right. Carl, maketh your attack against this thing.
Here we go. One more.
One's all it needed. Unfortunately, it's gonna get to attack you before
Yes.
it dies. So 2d6 for it. And it can't actually kill you, but it could level drain you if it gets a 5 or a 6. Ooh. Yeah, 1 and a 6.
Oh.
So it hits you, and you feel some of your life being drained away as you are dropped to now 3rd level.
No.
Yep. So you fight as 3 men now. But you slice through the wraith as it does that, and as Johannes walks in the room to serve as a rescue party, it's unnecessary as the dust crumbles to the ground. You do see the gaunt figure of Franklin at the door, and his hands pushed against it, and as the wraith falls apart, the door slowly slides open and his hand slips down to the ground and falls. And you see a half penny fall from his grasp.
I stumble my way over there and I try to see is there any way to try and revive Franklin at all.
You touch Franklin and it's almost like a burning cold of the negative energy that now surrounds the body. And you're not a religious person, but you've probably heard that sometimes when people are taken by the undead, they often become the undead.
Oh. Well, that's not cool.
There is a lantern there, and the door is open. You see no sign of the elf.
Take his head, man. Go on.
Is it really necessary to defile our friend?
You are not defiling him. You're saving him years of agony.
I'll position Franklin in such a way that I can use the ruby sword and remove his head.
Okay. Yeah, you do that. You chop off his head, and it rolls away, and it looks up at you, and it's all gaunt and sucked in and gray, and you see actually some fleshy color come back into it and look more human again.
I choose not to look.
Okay, you don't look at that, but that's what that happens. So whether you look at it,
No, I mean, I see it happening and I'm just like, oh, like this, and just kind of rub my head. And then I take whatever we need from Franklin's body
Treasure.
and yeah. And then I turn and I look at Johannes and I say, we need to find our elf maid.
You did check that he was dead first, right?
Of course.
Are you sure?
Yes, I saw the wraith suck the life force from his body.
Oh, I don't know.
Aren't you the one who said take his head? Sorry, I'm not.
Yeah.
You just saw how he looked
You could,
right after you severed his head. I doubted there for a second if he was truly dead.
Never doubt yourself, Johannes.
I wasn't doubting me. That's not who I was doubting. But that's fine. Onward.
all right.
Well, the elf was with you. Where did she go?
Oh, she cravenly left the room. I thought she
Yep.
was in here. With all the other cowards.
I like tap him with the ruby sword and I say, I just killed a wraith single-handed, my good man. I shall not suffer any more of your insults.
Yes,
You
and I too
understand.
ghosts. So let us not waggle our male parts about here, because I'm afraid I know who has the biggest one.
Living coward. Living coward.
Yes.
So yeah, you pick up the magic sword, which Franklin started the day at 3rd level and with a magic sword, and ended the day a headless halfling. But you scoop up the treasure Franklin was carrying and the magical sword that was just claimed, and you head out, having fulfilled the quest of the ruby sword, and I guess Johannes was just here for treasure in general. And having basically got the giant ruby, or it's not here anymore.
He was
you make
here
your
for
way out.
treasure. He was here for treasure and insults.
And insult.
I would wander my way carefully, watching out for bandits and various other unsung, people who are evil, just kind of not evil, but like people like myself. And I wander over towards the gate to see if I could see my friends come out at all.
The entrance, yeah. Because you
Yeah.
have horses and such by the gate. You have an encampment there.
So did you blink completely out of the whole place?
She's out now.
I
She
blinked
looked away.
out by I blinked out by the mirror and then ran my little elvish butt off.
Yeah, so you all make your way back through the dungeons, having claimed the ruby sword and much treasure, and knowing that at this point you'll need some more reinforcements if you want to explore further. And as you're coming through the front of the palace, to your encampment that you had left there, you see an elf sitting around the fire, toasting marshmallows or whatever else do, waiting for you with a sack of treasure and the humongous ruby, which I assume they probably opened up to look at, worth some 50,000 gold pieces. Having amassed great wealth and fortune and glory and a dead halfling friend, we can wrap up the Palace of Silver Princess with a little out of the den for the various characters. So, although you might go to other adventures, so don't go too far. What does Johannes do after this adventure when you head back to it with all your treasure and glory?
Well, Johannes will pay somebody to get his rear up to the top of this palace here and raise his standard. And we'll start bringing in reinforcements and other mercenaries, and we'll begin to start repairing this palace as his own.
Nice. Got to reclaim the palace. Excellent.
Yes.
How about the elf Valeria?
The elf, as she's eating her marshmallows and thinking, she goes back into the forest for a while, and eventually you see her yelling, "No, I said not to blink out. I said not to," as she's trying to tame her 3 displacer beast kittens in the forest, trying to get them to listen and to not, displace unless she tells them to. So that's what that's the last thing you see Valera trying to do.
Nice. If you think kittens are bad, imagine displacer kittens.
Exactly.
And what about Carl? What is the legacy of Carl with the new magical sword?
Carl, less grandiose plan than Johannes. He is going to take his share, which is a little larger now, and the downside was that Francolin was a robust companion. The upside is now the treasure is split 3 ways instead of 4. So he'll take his increased share, and he will build have a small outpost built out in the country, where he can basically have, being a former soldier, he would build a small outpost where he can help protect the road, the King's Road, and it'll be nothing grand, but a nice little, small hill fort, a couple of men, things like that. But he will, however, at the entrance of this hill fort, he would commission a wood carved statue of a stout halfling who
Nice.
holds aloft a lantern, and at the base of it, it would say, "In memoriam of Francolin, the Brave," and that would be how Carl would retire with his winnings.
So Francolin, whose soul was being destroyed and brought into the depths of the undeath, was rescued and sent to the afterlife. So what is the afterlife like for Francolin?
For Franklin, the afterlife, he wakes up in a little hobbit hole and in front of a little fire, and he's toasting his little footsies on it, and he has a nice cup of cocoa in his hands, and he says, "Ah, just what I've always wanted."
Excellent. All right. Well, thanks, guys. You completed the Palace of the Silver Princess. You retrieved the lady's heart. You didn't encounter the 2 very classic monsters from this module, so maybe we'll have to stick them in somewhere else. But that was super fun. We'll have to figure out what to run next time. I appreciate everybody. If you guys are watching, be sure to subscribe to the channel or follow, I think it's called here. And we'll see you in about a month.
Tell your friends.
Tell your friends, tell their friends, tell their friends'
Yes.
friends. And if I can find the button here, I could actually close. And all will be well. All right. Thanks, everyone.